clientele has changed over the years throughout the cycle. In the beginning, it was you had a lot of people that had just bought at the top of a market that couldn't sustain the lack of cash flow because leverage is a killer. If anybody's over leveraged right now, find a way to deleverage yourself in this business. Leverage will kill you in the top. You lose all your appreciation. Like if anybody's buying, what they're doing is they're buying, refining out to the top dollar to go buy more. That cash flow, you're one bad deal away from a huge problem. And I remember back in 2008, there were times when those huge problems would hit and people, what they would do is go, oh man, I have 20 or 30 units, which for anybody wondering is probably the most delicate time in your business if you're trying to scale, especially if you're leveraged. 20 to 30 units is enough where you have to, if you hit a downturn in your portfolio and you're not cash flowing correctly, meaning like 50% of principal and interest, I can explain that later. But if you're not doing that, what's going to happen is you're going to go into your pocket and you're going to bring that money in. But what I've also found over the course of a lot of units is that portfolios don't tend to go in a smooth fashion. And I'm getting a little off track here, but I'll just go through it. Hopefully this helps somebody one day. They don't go in a smooth fashion where like you have one eviction, you have 20 units, one eviction. It doesn't usually happen for whatever reason. There's no way. I have not been able to figure it out. And it's completely separate owners. What they end up having happen is like you might have 20 units, 5 of them go into eviction and have all these problems within a 3-month stretch. I don't know why that tends to happen. And then for 2 more years, once that's all fixed, there's no phone calls. Everything's pretty smooth, pretty easy. And then, so it usually seems to happen for whatever reason. I've seen across a lot, and it's not everybody, but a lot, where imagine you have 20 units, 5 of them go vacant on you. Each turnover is going to cost you $5 to $10 grand to do. Just throwing numbers out there on a single family house. Okay. You're going to have 3 months of eviction, attorney's costs, paying an over leveraged property. Easily could be a $30,000, $40,000 endeavor over a 5-month period that you didn't want to have happen. And when you're over leveraged, your only other option is to go in your savings account. Once you bleed that out, you go back and get a job. And now, once you go get a job, you can't manage your own properties, so you call our management company to now manage your properties. That was what the downturn looked like. And then they're holding on. The clients were so... they couldn't spend money on anything. It was just a slow bleed and tough to watch. And they were trying to pull from their day job to pay their rent. And eventually, I remember one time we were sitting in the office and the sheriff walked in and there's like a 30-unit building. And they were like, we need all your keys. I was like, get out of here. And he was like, no, we just took the properties back. And it's just like that, it just happens. We're like, okay, well, here's the keys. So that's right now as we approach the top of a market, you don't see this as much in terms of the type of clientele. The clientele's right now like park money. They come in and they go, hey, I want to park 300 grand. It's like, park it in what, a 4% investment return? Okay, whatever you want to do. That's up to you. It's not the people running from back to their day job to try to survive here. Now, what that also means is people are overpaying right now and we're closer to a top than a bottom. So the clientele in the management world has definitely changed and it'll cycle again in the next turn. And the turn's coming. So that's property management. I could speak for way too long on that. It's not fun and it's not easy to talk about. Or not fun to talk about, doesn't usually hold the room.